Dozens of firefighters in Northland are racing to contain the Waipoua forest fire before conditions worsen tomorrow. Waipoua residents evacuated last night are still unable to return home. The local marae now prepping for a week's worth of food and shelter. The 96-hectare fire is threatening 20 homes in the small forest settlement and raging through an area near the largest number of kauri, including the oldest and tallest Tāne Mahuta. Yvonne Tahana is at the scene.
From the sky and across the ground, crews working hard to stop this wildfire from spreading.
We're just trying to contain the edges, just so make sure there's no jumps, so it doesn't jump over and start flaring up everywhere else.
Today is the day that we want to do the major work to put in these containment lines.
Containing the fire before the winds change.
Our major concern is Friday. Our weather or fire behaviour information we're getting is that the wind may turn to an easterly, and this will push the fire back towards the Waipoua Settlement.
That settlement is where residents were evacuated from their homes last night. Snow Tāne has a house there.
It's been down there for in excess of 600 years. They've proven over the years that it could be even more than 600 years of settlement down there, so it's a very, very special place.
People from nearby Waikara marae immediately went into action to look after displaced whānau and local volunteers fighting the fire.
The first things to do was the whānau came up, put the kettle on, got a kai going, offering shelter. Made up beds.
Getting heaps of baking done as well ahead of time so that it's all ready for tomorrow.
You want to keep them going, eh?
We all need to be kept going, eh? So we all have to make sure the kai's coming on. Cold water.
Water a massive issue for those in the line of fire.
Where the fire took hold, it has taken out the pump shed where the pump shed has all the filter system to make sure we have clean drinking water down into the village. It just means that these houses down at the settlement will no longer have safe drinking water.
Locals told us that the smoke was billowing over the ranges to Waima and Hokianga. And apart from people's homes, the biggest fear, of course, is the threat to the forest itself, which remains home to the largest stand of kauri in the country, including Tāne Mahuta, who's still standing tall at 1,500 years old.
We are the kaitiaki of these rākau, but they belong to all of Aotearoa, and we want to see them safe, as well as our whānau.
It's of grave concern for us, their well-being, their safety. That is our major priority.
So much still at stake for this ancient forest.
Yvonne, this is a big job and could take days. What's the biggest concern for firefighters overnight?
Well, Simon, viewers may be able to see haze over my shoulder. The fire is still burning, and I spoke to the incident controller in the last hour, Corey Matchett. He told me that firefighters had been lucky with the wind today. It had really dropped and died away. That had allowed those 8 choppers to get in the air and really attack this blaze. The concern now, as you heard, is if that wind shifts to the east, pushing the fire, the blaze back towards the settlement. The settlement is in forestry pine blocks, and so what firefighters have done today is they've widened a forestry road by 6 metres, really creating that natural fire, extending that natural fire break. Now, a warning tonight. Northland, the west coast, remains extremely dry, and so the conditions remain extremely dangerous. Corey Matchett told me that that means that any spark, it just goes to show that any spark can set off a massive event, and he's got firefighters here who are set to dig in for the next week, Simon.
Tēnā koe, Yvonne. Thank you very much.